Membership Services here at the Greater Reading Chamber Alliance, and I'm joined today by my colleague, Deb Heffner, who is Business Outreach Director. So welcome, Deb.
Thank you, Kirsten, for having me here.
So just briefly, and I know we actually had you on Chamber Spotlight just a few months ago, but if you could just briefly tell us what you do here at the Chamber. What is your mission?
Okay. So I think I have the best job in the world because I get to help our local businesses every single day. So it's proactive outreach to our companies to see how they're doing, what kind of opportunities or threats they're dealing with, and then align them with resources that can help them be successful. And then
Excellent.
the other aspect of my job is to help companies who are considering an East Coast location and introduce them to Greater Reading and the opportunities that exist here for their businesses.
Excellent. So as part of your mission, you are actually one of the driving forces behind one of our signature events, Building Berks.
Yes.
Last year was the first year we held the event, and so we're coming up on our sophomore year in October. So tell us a bit about Building Berks. What's the premise behind it, and why do you feel it's important to our community?
Okay. So Building Berks is about celebrating the great development and construction that's happening here in Berks County. You know, people will say there's nothing happening, there's nobody manufacturing or making anything here anymore in Berks. And I say, look around. We have 500 plus manufacturing companies, and we have a lot of construction that's going on here in Berks County. So it's celebrating that, educating people about it, and then celebrating those projects that are absolutely contributing to our economy here in Berks County.
Fantastic. So the awards itself, I guess, how does it work? How do projects get nominated?
Okay. What we do is we have multiple categories. We have everything from manufacturing to housing to office to restaurants, education, historic restoration, healthcare, agricultural projects. And we put it out there to the public and say anyone can nominate a project. Most often the project comes from a nomination of a partner that was on the project.
Okay.
It might be the banker, it might be the company themselves that's going to reside in that building. It could be the construction firm or the architect or engineer. It can come from a multitude of folks. And this year we received 27 applications.
Excellent.
We were very excited about that because it's just a little over a year of nomination timeline.
Okay.
So we were happy with 27 projects. And the impact of those 27 projects are really something to celebrate.
Fantastic. So when a project wins, that's a win not just for that particular project or building or what have you, but that's a win for everyone who is involved in that, correct?
Absolutely, and for the community at large, because those 27 projects this year, Kirsten, resulted in over $116 million of investment in our community through the acquisition of property, the new construction, the renovations that were done to buildings. It also resulted in 900 permanent jobs.
Wow, fantastic.
2,800 plus construction jobs here in our community. So it is absolutely a significant impact, which we as a community should be celebrating at large.
Fantastic, that's great. Now, this year, do you feel we have some more stuff or different kinds of projects that are being nominated versus the initial year, or kind of in line with prior year?
In line with the prior year, but one of the things that we've seen an uptick in the last year here in Greater Reading is restaurants.
Right.
We've welcomed some new restaurants to the community.
We love our
So
food.
that is something that we've seen an increase in nominations.
Okay. Can you give us a taste for some of the nominated projects?
I absolutely can. American Crane and Equipment was one of the nominated projects. The new B2 Bistro and Bar over in West Reading, which I just had the opportunity to visit yesterday.
Excellent.
Fantastic. We have the Hope Rescue Mission submitted their most recent project, which is incredible. We have a project from the Reading Regional Airport, and we have one from the hospital, the Reading Tower Health, Redner's Fresh Market. So a lot of exciting and different projects have been nominated.
And some of those projects, like for instance the Redners, that's not necessarily because they built a new grocery store, but these projects also include people who might have made renovations or changes to an existing structure.
It can be new construction or renovations, because the renovations are just as important to help a company stay fresh and stay relevant to the market, and that's an investment in our community.
Excellent. So now, when specifically will this year's Building Berks Awards be?
Okay.
And where will it be?
It will be at the DoubleTree on October 16th. We will kick off from 5 to 6:30 with a Building Trades Expo, which was well attended last year, and everyone was very pleased with the folks that came out and the people that they got to get in front of for the expo. And then 6 to 7 we'll have a networking reception, and then at 7 o'clock we kick off the awards program. One thing we're going to do a little different this year is we're helping the Berks County Industrial Development Authority celebrate their 50th anniversary.
Oh, fantastic.
So they're going to be a little part of the program, and we're going to talk about their history and where they're moving forward and what kind of projects they're working on now. And then in true Oscar style, we will be announcing the winners in the different categories.
And so that's important. So the winners do not know, like nobody knows ahead of time of that night who the winners are.
Correct.
So it's not just recognizing you won, it's actually telling people you won.
You won.
Fantastic.
And and part of that is we want to celebrate all of these projects. So every single project will be showcased at the event.
Okay.
So it's not just about the winners, it's about showcasing all of those projects.
Fantastic.
And so we're excited. So come out and celebrate with us on October 16th, this great development and construction that's happening right here in Berks County.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much, Deb, for joining us today, and we'll see everyone on October 16th.
Thank you.